Yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shh. Oh, man. I hate to see this and hear this news. It seems to be far more than what we should be hearing this news. And I'm talking about a story with a 6-year-old girl that was attacked by what's being described as a pit bull. Relative tried to intervene. And later on, the baby was pronounced dead at the hospital. We've seen a lot of those situations last year. We've seen now this situation once again. And I'm telling y'all, instead of focusing on gold chains and stupid videos and all the things that people are doing to promote this breed the wrong way, we have to be more responsible in who we're selling dogs to and how we are breeding for temperament. And not only that, how we're socializing the dogs and taking care of them. This situation could have been very, very, very easily avoided if this young man who owned the dog would have properly restrained his dog. And what I mean by that, they said the dog was running the community freely. After a while, it's just no excuses for it. If you own a dog, I don't care what the breed of dog is, if your dog is vicious, if your dog will attack. So if you have the type of dog that will attack another person, especially a child or whatever, it's criminal, and literally he's being charged with this, a negligent homicide. But it's criminal for you not to keep your dog put away, for you to not make sure that your dog is not able to harm anyone. These dogs are, in some cases, as bad as a loaded gun in the community. And if you let these dogs loose, unfortunately, they find a small child or an elderly person, as we've seen in other cases, they will kill them. And I mean, we can preach it a million times over, and I keep on telling y'all we need to do things differently in this community. But this is one of the things that really, really is going to hurt our cause of keeping our dogs from being looked at as an issue in the community. I hope that we start preaching more of good ownership, responsible selling of the dogs to make sure that the dogs are going into places. This is why when you see anytime I post about a dog, I say the buyer needs approval. Buyer needs approval because I want to make sure that the dog is going to a pet home. I want to make sure that the dog is going to be getting proper time and socialization. Is this dog going to be a part of a family? Is this dog going to be in a crate all day while you work your 3 or 4 jobs and everything and never really see anybody? See you only when you come home to go to sleep. If that's the case, I will not let the dog go if you don't have time for the dog, if you don't have proper space. And it's not to say that a person even in an apartment can't have a dog. I know plenty of people who have a couple bullies that live in an apartment and do great with the dog, but they also have time, and they have multiple people who make sure that these dogs are taken care of, even when the person is at work and different things like that. It's all things that we need to take into consideration, because it is very, very crucial that we understand the temperament of our dogs, the capability of our dogs, and nurture these dogs to be something a lot better than what we're seeing. Animals kept in cages, vicious animals. And sometimes you just have to make a hard decision that if your dog, even after socialization and even after everything that you've put into trying to make this a good pet and a good citizen, if you can't get it done right, then you might have to put the dog down, and it's just that simple. I've known people who went through everything. They did all the socialization stuff. They went to trainers, they went to doggy psychologists and everything. And the final decision was just to put the dog down because the dog was a danger to the community, And sometimes you have to make that hard decision. But I'm going to tell you, these situations, very, very horrible, and I hate to make it political, but it's going to make it harder and harder and harder for us to keep these dogs. I'm just telling y'all that right now. The more we see incidences of these dogs killing people, although it's 1 in, a million, literally that 1 in a million is going to be the speaker as to the reason that we shouldn't be able to have any of these dogs. And then when you take in all the other circumstances of idiots, you know, making videos and doing all this other stuff just to promote the dogs in the total wrong way, it's going to be rough. So y'all keep that in mind, and let's come up with a comprehensive plan to combat this and try to shed some good light on our dogs, man. Until next time, y'all, much love. Peace.